Welcome to Rauta's reaction videos with coffee. This time it's something else than your typical music video reaction. Why? Because I do love good TV series and movies and games. You know how it is. So this time we actually gonna watch a trailer to one of my favorite series for a long time. At least this year, the best so far. Even though it's not exactly very super new anymore. But this is something that I urge you to give it a go. But first, let's see the trailer. Here it is, your friends and neighbors. I'll be honest with you, this title could have and should have probably put me off totally. Sounds very dumb, sounds like a bad comedy series or something like that. Luckily, the name is not everything. Sometimes you just don't judge the book by its cover, or name in this case. So 2 minutes and 33 seconds. Very short trailer, but I guess it tells you enough. And then I'll give you a quick review thing or something about the series. Let's give it a go.
No one would ever suspect a guy like me.
I do love John Hamm, by the way.
Kids? Oh, they're fine. Wife, ex-wife.
Well, I gotta deliver some bad news. You're fired.
This is how it starts. Beautiful.
Viewed from a certain perspective, life boils down to a series of interconnected decisions. You get the house, the cars, the stuff. But how the hell could everything go so wrong so fast?
This is
Has Nick
beautiful.
never told you that you talk a lot?
Well, I misplaced my inner monologue and my wife right around the same time.
How you doing, Cookie? Okay?
Hey, you two, can I just say, I love that you had such a friendly divorce.
Hi.
Hi.
I also love this.
You know, it's getting harder to pretend that
Olivia,
nothing's going on.
I just need to know.
whatever her surname is, I should remember. But
Tops.
and this bald-headed guy, he was also in Banshee,
Have all this stuff no one would miss for a while.
which is related to this series. You know,
Guy loses
same
his
creator.
job, has liquidity problems, turns to petty crime. That's not savvy, that's stupidity.
Maybe it's just desperation.
That's the first honest thing you've said. I'll give you 65 for it.
I'm smiling because this
Serious?
first season has so many
It was more important than this.
cool, fun, or interesting moments.
For a guy with no job, we sure are busy.
If you get caught, there will be penalties.
I needed that money.
Tell me the truth.
It was your job to fight for Mom, for us.
Olivia Munn somehow came back to me.
You ever look at something you've been staring at for so long, you suddenly realize you stopped seeing it a long time ago?
It's not yours if you can't keep it.
What'd you get up to last night? Oh, not much.
Indeed. I'll try to summarize it to you without spoiling too much. Yeah, like I said, it's been starred by John Hamm, mostly known for Mad Men. Mad Men series, which was really good show, by the way. How it starts is actually kind of a deep and like, what the hell is going on kind of a thing. And then it goes a little bit back, explaining the very start, which I mentioned. Here it starts. So things don't, in the beginning, go very chronological order. This is obviously a known thing for so many series. You start like, where's like, what the fuck is going on? Now my mind is telling Breaking Bad probably started like this, but now, so many years later, I'm not sure. Anyway, the point here is, sometimes this acts like a teaser, an introduction to the whole thing, and then you're already captivated to see what's going on, then it goes back, and then the story starts. Now, without spoiling, the very beginning is a little bit like modernized Fight Club in a way. Guy loses a lot of his shit, his life basically. Well, big portion of it anyway. Not entirely, but still. And that's where his kind of a momentum shift starts happening. That's the moment when he realizes he got to, I don't know, stand up in a way. but this is not your usual story. There's also a very good Finnish TV series, Queen of Fucking Everything, miniseries, but still, which has a little bit similar setting. This woman loses basically everything, well, big portion of it once again, and that's when he starts finding a lot of her life is based on lies, and then it goes to the desperate measures. So while these are similar, obviously that series is not known as international. So I guess a lot of people outside Finland hasn't seen it. Made big waves, and for a reason, it was a really entertaining stuff. But I would say Your Friends and Neighbors is a lot better than that. So these both have this modern Fight Club theme in a way. It starts from scratch, and then things go south, and then more interesting events start rolling out. And this is then again combined into something totally different. And I was thinking like what it is, and the funny thing is this goes into the business world. So I'm thinking it's a little bit like related to billions, which is then again all about these Wall Street moneymakers, making big bucks by investment companies and all that stuff. And that's exactly the character right here. But like I said, he gets fired. You saw it in the intro. Then there is this bad divorce. And then things really go in the weird direction. There's a lot of very cynical aspects in this show. Maybe that's the only real thing with this creator of the series putting this into the world. Not the same world, but idea stylishly into the world of Banshee. Banshee was very dark and violent, but it was all about very different kind of crime settings and cults and all. This is more like in the sort of world in billions, but that has this weird fucking start. Now, this is obviously a story where I don't want to reveal too much. There are lots of comedic moments, there are lots of, people, drama, relationship things, which might not sound very interesting, but once they are kind of intertwined in this whole setting and story with the main characters and whatnot, it really gets interesting. And I do love the dialogue. It's sometimes too witty for a lot of people. I mean, reality isn't that witty, but it is entertaining as a, viewer. So overall, I really love the show, and now I'm obviously waiting for season 2 to come out. A lot of fun, a lot of interesting, rides up and down. So kind of a roller coaster ride with good actors and all that stuff. And sometimes you feel like, yeah, being rich isn't exactly automatically that good. And this series tells you quite easily why. So there's lots of these keeping up appearances, but inside your hollow shell. But without sounding too cynical, too pessimistic and all that stuff, I just urge you to give it a go. It's available on Apple TV Plus, and it's like 9 episodes, about 1 hour each. So a few hours ride, but it's totally worth it. My favorite show of the year, and I urge you, give it a go. Not everybody's cup of tea, obviously, but then again, what is? Now, off you go, seeing more reaction coming in the future, probably movies and music videos coming your way, and then occasionally more TV series and games and all that stuff. Stay tuned.